The parties have agreed to proceed on the basis of temporary orders today, and for Mr. Dale, for the court to order Mr. Dale into the Texas Workforce Commission Choices Program. Parties also agree to be appointed as joint managing conservators, with Ms. Jordan having the exclusive right to designate the residency of the child. Parties have also agreed for no overnights, no overnight periods of possession and access. Parties have also agreed to use gross monthly income based on minimum wage of $1,256.67 as gross monthly income for purposes of the temporary order, as well as using the guideline percentage for one child before the court and 3 others that Mr. Dale has a duty to support. The contested issues remain the issue of a geographic restriction, possession and access terms, who carries the health and dental insurance for the child, as well as cash medical and cash dental reimbursement. And
Mr. Dale, just because we're recording
orders on non-disclosure, yes.
Hold on, Ms. Laskowski. Just because we're recording, you may want to refrain from smoking, Mr. Dale.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Not a problem.
My apologies.
That's okay. Ms. Laskowski, what was the last thing you said?
And the state would lastly request that the court make orders on non-disclosure of the party's contact information. Ms. Jordan is requesting that her contact information not be disclosed.
Okay, you may ask the parties questions about the agreement.
The state would first call Ms. Jordan.
You may proceed.
Ms. Jordan, have I accurately announced the terms of the agreement that you and Mr. Dale have come to with the state today?
Yes.
Right. Do you believe the terms of that agreement are in your child's best interest?
Yes.
All right. Has anyone forced you into entering into this agreement today?
No.
Have you been promised anything in exchange for entering into this agreement?
No.
Do you believe that the terms of this agreement are in Dallas's best interest?
Yes.
All right. And how is Dallas currently insured?
He is insured through, Kerwin has CHIP,
Medicaid.
Texas CHIP,
Okay.
Medicaid.
Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. While Ms. Jordan is testifying, only she can answer questions. And then when Mr. Dale, when you testify, only you can answer questions. Okay, guys?
Okay, my apologies again. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. You're good. Go ahead, Ms. Laskowski.
All right, Ms. Jordan, how is Dallas currently insured?
He's insured through Medicaid through his father.
Okay. Is that the only insurance coverage that Dallas has right now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have health insurance available for Dallas through your employer?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how much it would cost to put Dallas on that?
$160.
Is that per pay period?
Yes.
How often are you paid?
Every week.
And is that for health, dental, both?
Both. Yep.
And is that figure just for Dallas, or would that include you as the employee?
That would just be for Dallas to have his medical, dental, and vision.
Okay. Do you believe a standard possession and access order is in Dallas's best interest?
Could you explain what that is?
First, third, and fifth weekend, all weekend long.
No,
Why not?
I don't mind him going each day, but no overnight stays.
Why not?
There's too many people living at Kervin's residence. There's no room for him. There's no place for him to sleep, and too much going on over there.
What kind of possession and access do you think the court should order for Mr. Dale?
I think he should be able to get him whenever he would like to see him. I let him see him whenever he asks. So, I don't mind him being able to see his son every weekend. I'm not sure if that's one of your guys's standard visitation plans or.
Do you have any plans to move outside of Brazoria County?
I don't have any plans to, but if work got slow down here in Brazoria County, my company does travel around the United States, and that may lead to me needing to go out of town to work. So I didn't want to have any restrictions on being
Do you
in the
have
county or
any-
the surrounding counties.
Do you have any pending job offers outside of Brazoria and contiguous counties?
Not currently, no.
Do you have any family outside of Brazoria and contiguous counties?
I have a brother in Montana and a couple aunts and uncles in Montana, but not really any family.
Are you asking for the court to order you to carry health insurance through your employer for Dallas?
No, but I'm gonna end up getting it just because I don't know when Kervin starts to work again. Obviously, I don't think he'll qualify to be on Medicaid or welfare. I'm not sure what. So I wanted to go ahead and get him switched over to go through my company, just so that I don't have to worry about him going uninsured.
Okay.
So
So are you asking for the court to
yes,
order you to
yes.
carry? Okay.
Sorry. Yes.
Are you asking for the court to order Mr. Dale to reimburse you for the cost of that coverage?
At least half of it would be nice. 50% would be nice.
Is there any family violence between you and Mr. Dale?
Not currently. There had been in the past.
How far in the past?
About 4 years ago.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did he harm you?
Right.
Did he harm your
Just
child?
there was a lot of verbal abuse, that which would get physical at times over a period of several years before Dallas was even born. And then, after my mom passed away and I came back, Kervin was just kind of not, I don't know, we weren't getting along and things got escalated. I called the police and CPS got involved because of what Kervin had told the police had happened, which was not accurate. And so I paid for us to go to counseling. I paid, I had to pay, I think it was each week to go to counseling. It was like $80 a week to go see Buddy. I can't remember his last name. And we went through whatever the steps were. They had like I can't remember what it was called, some kind of a plan so that I guess I could leave. I'm not sure. But during that time, our caseworker, her name was Virginia, she kept in touch, and we just kind of worked through the program until everything was all resolved. So, yeah.
Ms. Jordan, does Mr. Dale know where you currently live?
Yes.
If you were to move from your current address, do you have safety concerns being required to tell Mr. Dale where you moved to?
Not safety concerns, just privacy. We're separate now. I don't see why I need to, I just don't want him around anymore. I don't want to be around him anymore. Excuse me. Sorry.
Pass to witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Dale, do you have any questions of Ms. Jordan based on her testimony?
Do I have any questions?
Yeah, this is just a time to ask her questions. In a minute, you're going to get a chance to give us your side.
No. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let her say what she has to say. Now I'm just going to say what I gotta say.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. I'm very cordial.
Okay. Okay, Miss Jordan. Where do you currently do pick up and drop off of the child for visitation with Mr. Dale?
At Kervin's house.
Okay. And are you wanting pick up and drop off to stay there? Or are you wanting to be at a public place since you don't want him coming to your house?
It could stay there. Mhm. We could meet at a public place when I happen to like move, and let's say we're 30 miles apart, we could meet halfway to do pick up and drop off.
Are you planning on moving right now?
Not currently, but I would like to get a bigger house. Purchase a house would be nice. So,
Okay. So right now, are you okay with him having visits for long periods of time with Dallas during the day, as long as it's not overnight?
yes. Mhm.
And you don't feel the need, it doesn't need to be supervised or anything like that?
No, it doesn't need to be supervised.
Okay. And do you and Mr. Dale have any issues communicating by phone or text right now regarding Dallas?
Not too bad. Sometimes Kervin sends me really long paragraph text messages. But other than that, no. Whenever he'd like to see him, I bring him, and when he needs me to pick him up, I come and pick him up. So for the most part, everything goes pretty smooth.
Okay. You may call your next witness, Ms. Laskowski.
The state would call Mr. Dale.
You may proceed.
Mr. Dale,
Yes, ma'am.
is there any family violence between you and Ms. Jordan?
There has been. I've
Okay.
never been charged for anything. She and her brother, my son's uncle, have police reports. I have. In my place of residence, also got them on my phone, just in case if they did come down to this. Me personally, I don't have any issues with them. We're all human beings. But one thing I do not like is when the child is in between adults, supposed to be adults. You know, whatever issue she has towards me, I'm fine. I don't have any issues towards Miss Jordan. She's a lovely young woman, a respectful mother. She actually was a great role model towards my other children that once upon a time, you know, was in her life. I have nothing bad to say about that lady at all.
Do you have safety concerns with being required to tell Ms. Jordan where you live or where you move?
Say that one more time.
Do you have safety concerns being required to tell Ms. Jordan where you live?
Oh no, never that. As long as her brother stays off my property, I'm fine. He comes and wants to get physical for whatever reason. I don't even socialize with him or nothing. I stay in my own business. I mind my own business. That's simple. Simple as that.
What kind of possession and access are you asking the court to grant you today?
I'm actually fine with how things are. Now, as far as her saying I don't have enough space at my house, the correct way to say it, I don't have a bed for. I have another room that's available. I just don't have a bed for Dallas because first of all, he's mainly there, so I want him to be as comfortable as he can. But there will be a time where I will be able to afford, a bedroom suite for him. So right now I'm fine with how everything is. I have no problems with that. No safety concerns, if that's what the question is.
Are you asking for any sort of geographic restriction on where Ms. Jordan can live with the child?
No, and I'm glad you asked that because I talked to the lady first, and what I was trying to say is that in our line of work, there's travel. I understand that, but my thing was I didn't need her to get that switch to turn on, and she just takes my son clear across the country, and then I gotta fight. I'm not as blessed as her, and that's my own choices in life. You know what I mean? But I know she has family. I know she's from Montana, and she took me there a couple of times, enough to know that that's a long trip and it's pretty expensive. Beautiful, but expensive, and I can't afford that. And Buzz Dallas is too young to fly by himself. You know what I mean? And so for her to be doing this, if I'm just saying, if the case may be, I'm not saying she would, but if the case may be, I'll be losing. I know she has to travel. She loves to travel anyways. I mean, not just because that's just what she likes to do in her nature. So no, I wouldn't tell her that she can't take. If she has to go to work somewhere to go provide for my son, man, by all means, do that. Do that. I support that.
Mr. Dale, do you have private health insurance available?
No, I do not.
Are you currently employed?
No, ma'am. Looking.
Do you have any leads for employment?
Yes, I mean I'm enrolled with TWC. I ran out of my unemployment last. It was in November, so I won't be able to get any unemployment. I'm not waiting on that. Like I really need to go back to work, but everything possible in my line of work is going to be traveling out of town, which I don't mind going out of town if I got to. My bills don't care. You got to do something. So no, I'm looking for work. Yes, ma'am.
Past witness, Judge?
Now, before I add, Ms. Laskowski, I haven't heard any testimony regarding child support. Is there an agreement on child support, or there's no agreement on the amount of child support?
Not an agreement on the amount of child support because we don't have an agreement on medical support. So
Okay, so that's okay.
Right. That's why I made the announcement that it was an agreement to use a gross monthly income based on minimum wage, but
Now, okay, Mr. Dale, now you indicated that in your line of work, you have to travel sometimes. Are you saying that you just have to travel for the week, or are you saying like you have your home base and you travel for work, or
Yes.
you have to go live somewhere for months and years?
Yes, ma'am. Just depends on how long the job is. Like I do new construction, so like my residence is at 114, the address that's listed. But if an employer calls me like, "Hey, we got a job in Kansas or Mississippi," then I gotta go. Now,
And
I have to, but that's my best bet is to go. Probably homeless.
now, are you opposed to Miss Jordan carrying health insurance for the child?
Oh, no problem. Whatever makes it easier for her. It's no big deal.
Are you opposed to reimbursing her for that health insurance?
No, ma'am. The lady before that she had told me some numbers and she went off or whatever. And I told her, I said, by all means, if I can afford it, I mean, I'm cool with that. I mean, I ain't like I got a choice. I totally understand, but it's just I'm in a predicament right now where, shoot, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not trying to hide it.
Sure. Ms. Jordan, do you have any questions of Mr. Dale based on his testimony?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Laskowski. I have heard that mom has health insurance through her employer and she has dental. And what I think I heard was that for dental and health insurance for one person or for the child, it's $693 a month. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Now, we don't know how much of that is dental and how much that is health insurance, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So what would Mr. Dale's reimbursement be if we were to order mom to carry health insurance based off minimum wage?
Okay. $28 medical support reimbursement. That's 9% of gross monthly 1256.67 comes out to 113 divided by 4, 4 children that Mr. Dale has a duty to support.
And
So
what would the dental support reimbursement be?
dental would be, okay, 1.5% would be 19 divided by 4, 470. So $4 or $5.
So if I set medical reimbursement at 28, dental at 5, what would child support be?
1, 3, okay, so $33 credit health and dental. That would come out to 166 monthly, Judge.
Okay. Miss Jordan, is there anything else you want to tell me before I make my ruling?
No, ma'am.
And Mr. Dale, is there anything else you'd like to tell me before I make my ruling?
Yes. I got one last request. This one's free. So my communication is very straight to the point. Very straight to the point. Like I said, I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus. That woman blessed me with my baby. She's an awesome mother, stepmother. But I don't like having to chase to find where my child is. I'm not saying whenever I call, you drop what you're doing because I called. I'm not asking that. But if I send you a text, could you please respond like, no, we're busy at the time? Instead of me having to hunt you down, I gotta go on social media to find this person who's mutual friends with her. Then I gotta go as far. I don't even know. I barely know how to do email. I'm sending emails to this woman just to get my son. I remind you, we stay 3 houses down. You know, I mean, it is what it is. But my concern is not asking the other party, what are you doing? Who you doing with? Hey, can I see my son? And if you're busy, by all means, that's fine. Maybe I can get him tomorrow or the next day. But all the chasing around, I hate that. And then when
Well,
I do try to when I do try to figure out a way to get to him, because last thing I want is for her, because she has a career of her own. I want her being at work, getting phone calls from you guys or Blake Jackson or whoever, trying to get my son. So if there's a direct number that I could have to where if I gotta put a manhunt down just to find where, to get my son, that'd be awesome. Because I don't like doing emails
so
like
Mr.
and all
Dale,
that other stuff. I
Mr.
like to
Dale,
keep it really simple. Yes, ma'am.
so you and Miss Jordan text with each other right now. You have her number, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, once today, hopefully I'm going to alleviate this because I'm going to give you a schedule for visitation today. So
Okay.
that should, but the other thing I can do, Miss Jordan said y'all don't have a problem communicating. There's an
Okay.
app I can have y'all use to communicate, but it's just going to keep a record of everything. And it
Okay.
sounds like y'all do a good job of communicating with each other right now.
Yeah,
But
for the most part, yeah.
is that something that you would like me to order it so that way everything is in one spot?
Someone's telling me to do it. But I'm gonna give it a benefit of the doubt. I don't think we need to have. I think we're both adults. At least I hope.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you
I
want
disagree with it. I don't know how she feels about it.
Okay, anything else you want to tell me, Mr. Dale?
Nope. I hope you're having a lovely day.
I hope you are too. Okay. Okay. This is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do temporary orders today. Ms. Laskowski, what date do you want to return for final hearing?
The state would suggest May 6th, 2025 at 8:30.
Okay, these are gonna be temporary orders, guys. We're gonna come back May the 6th at 8:30 for final order. I am going to approve the agreement. There will be a joint managing conservatorship with Mr. Jordan as the primary. There will be no overnights ordered at this time. And Mr. Dale will be placed in the NCP Choices program to help him find a job. In regards to the other issues, visitation, the geographical restriction, and the health and dental and child support. I am going to order that there is no geographical restriction at this time. Visits, I am going to order them for now. These are temporary because we are going to come back and finalize this. For now, visits are going to be on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekend of the month, on Saturday from noon to 4, and then on Sunday from noon to 4. And then we're also going to give Mr. Dale visits on Thursday evenings from 6 to 8. And again, these are temporary. We're going to see how the visits are going when we come back on May the 6th.
Yes, ma'am.
Pickup and drop off will be at Mr. Dale's house or a public location of Ms. Jordan and Mr. Dale's choosing, but they both have to agree upon it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In regards to the child support, medical support, and dental, I am going to order that it's based off of minimum wage today. We're giving Mr. Dale credit for 3 other children. So child support will be set at $166 a month beginning March 1st. Medical support reimbursement will be $28 a month beginning March 1st, with Miss Jordan to carry health insurance through her employer. Dental support will be $5 a month beginning March 1st, with Miss Jordan to carry through her employer. I have not heard any testimony that would indicate a non-disclosure is needed in this case. Miss Jordan, privacy is not a good enough reason for a non-disclosure to be ordered. There has to be some kind of extenuating circumstance. So the non-disclosure for now is denied.
I don't know what that means. Privacy.
So a non-disclosure, Mr. Dale, is that your address and Miss Jordan's address would be kept out of the order. I am saying today that both of your addresses and telephone numbers will be in the order today so that you can communicate with each other.
That's fine. I can do one. Sorry to cut you off. If you can relate a message, I can do one even better. They're both adults. Could they go to the mailbox and tell them to switch their address because they got mail coming to the house? And I try to be a good Samaritan and get it to them, but you know, nobody wants to get their mail, so I just send it back.
Okay, just a second. Let me finish giving my order. All other issues, retro, court costs, and then current child support and visitation will be reserved for final hearing. Okay, so I just want to let you both know this is a contested hearing. So if either one of you are not in agreement or happy about what I've ordered today, you have a 3-day window to file what's called a de novo with the Brazoria County Clerk's Office. And then the case will go before a new judge and a new judge will hear it. If neither one of you files a de novo, then we will return on May the 6th at 8:30 for final hearing. So what I'm going to do right now, Mr. Dale and Miss Jordan, is I'm going to send you a pop-up to go back to your breakout rooms. They're going to come by and go over the order with you. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to sign it, but just give them a chance to go over it with you and answer any questions, and then you'll be excused.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Jordan, I'm going to send you to room 5. And Mr. Dale, you're going to get a pop-up to go to break room 6.